I'll tell you, that's what Big East basketball is all about. I think Marquette is arguably one of the hardest teams we've played against all year. They have a lot of different individuals that hurt you, shooting the three. Arguably one of the better players in the league, and Lewis, very, very hard to guard. He can play multiple positions. You know, Kolick, I'm always going to cheer for. He's one of ours. He's a Rhode Islander, very, very tough. Reminds me of his dad. His dad was a great player, 2,000-point scorer at UMass Dartmouth, which was my first college job. And in saying that, I've never, ever felt in this building, in the 11 years I've been here as the head coach, the crowd today, I thought, helped us win that. That was an incredible, incredible basketball game. But I think our crowd really willed our men to a win. I mean, I remember being in here when I was at Boston College as an assistant. I think it was 2001, I believe. And very similar crowd, but this one here was way better. And I just want to thank our crowd to fight the elements, you know. Really, really cold. You know, I don't know where you all parked. I don't know where the hell they parked. But, you know, honestly, give the city, give the Dunkin' Donut Convention Center a lot of credit for clearing that out to allow. That, to me, is a city win. That is a state win. That's just not a Providence College win with respect to clearing it out to allow our fans to come to the game. And I hope all of you all that are taping this make sure that you play that, because those people need to be thanked and appreciated, and our men will talk about that as well. But how about that game? I mean, it wasn't the prettiest. Again, it was an edgy game. It was a tough game. We just continue to find a way. You know, we're not the prettiest. We're not the sexiest, far from it. This team takes the identity of their coach, you know, ugly, out of shape. You know what I mean? Right? I'm not the prettiest guy, but we get the job done. We get the job done. I'll win ugly all day long, right? A W is a W. But just proud of our guys. A lot of contributions from a lot of different ways. And I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about, you know, I read something this week somebody sent to me in a text message about the top defensive players in the country. I don't know who votes for that. And, you know, I'm pretty sure they do a good job. But I don't know if they watch the Big East. I don't know if, you know, it's about the steals or how many times it's about who impacts the game defensively. And when you look at what Minaya has brought to the table, and now he's getting so much more confidence offensively, but defensively, for him not to be in the top 15 or the top 5 is an absolute joke. So for those of you who are listening to this, because I'm pretty sure it'll be broadcast, open your eyes, come to the Dunkin' Donuts Center, come to the Big East more, and do your job. It's not about, you know, the big name. It's not about this, that. It's about who is impacting the game. So if you're a voter, open your effing eyes, because this kid to my left is one of the elite defenders in all of college basketball. I wanted to make sure that been on my mind ever since I read that. In the game, we'll talk about the game in a second, but if you can't give this kid the love he deserves and the props he deserves, because he's got to play against some of the best players in the country that are in the Big East. So if you're saying we only have one cat in the Big East, when you look at what we're doing, come on, man. That's some. I know. I'm sorry, girls. I'm sorry. My bad. I'll give you. I gotta give somebody $1 for the jar. My bad. But the Friars were good today. I know I'm rambling, but I just want to make sure I protected my man. Questions? Ooh, I mean, great game. You know, he's a senior. He's been here. He's been here as long as Bob Driscoll, right? You know, he's been here a long time. He should do that. He's a fifth-year senior playing in front of his house, playing in front of the crowd. I'm really proud of him. You know, we didn't play the best game his last game, but it's all about the present. It's all about the moment. And I was more impressed that he made the free throw.
How difficult was that? You didn't have a lot of touches, but you had 2 really big-time plays in the last 3 minutes, including the end one.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about how you respond. You know, last game, I didn't have the best game, but, you know, as a leader, it's how you respond to adversity. And I feel like I responded tonight. And, you know, I didn't really get a lot of touches, but I got to do what I got to do to, you know, score the ball and to, you know, help my other teammates score and, like, get them open, whether I'm setting screens and offensive rebounds and stuff like that. So, you know, I just hung my hat on doing the dirty work and getting scrum buckets, and that's what I did tonight.
Hey, how much was the first game, you know, talked about on on the blackboard, not talked about? You tell me.
Not a lot.
I mean, for me.
He'll respond to that.
Yeah, not a lot. But I just want a revenge. That's all. I just want a revenge. Yeah.
Why not then?
It's, there are going to be days, as you know, there are going to be days where you're just not very good. We had been on the road for 5 days, came off an emotional win at DePaul. Days where we're just not good, where you're not a good coach, we're not good shooters, and we got our doors blown off. I was happy about how we responded. And every time, if you want to put something on a board about something negative that's said, we'll never play the game because you'll be more worried about what people are saying versus what's your job. Stay in the moment. I mean, I'm pretty sure as writers and reporters, I'm pretty sure y'all have some awful articles every now and then and you get criticized for it. Same thing as us in coaching. We're not always going to be good, but we're going to be good enough to keep our jobs.
Ed, second chance points today, was that a point of emphasis or was it organic as the game played out?
No, I mean, that's part of our identity. Let's face it, we're not the greatest shooting team, right? So, I mean, and we have some pretty physical bodies that are able to follow and get a second or third opportunity. I thought Noah had back-to-back. He missed one and then had a good tip in. A game, it's a 40-minute game. It's definitely a 40-minute game, and I thought our guys paid attention to it.
Yeah, Justin, can you talk about that last sequence underneath the basket where the Marquette had the 2 shots and you were creating traffic in there?
Yeah, I know. I know I was just doing everything I could to try and get that rebound. I was like Lewis, he's a great player. He's strong. And I was just doing everything I could to try to get that rebound. I fell over, but like it's been all year. Like my teammates had my back and they were able to contest that shot because I was trying to do everything I can to stop him from getting the rebound. But
Were you worried about fouling?
Yeah, when you're in the moment, it's kind of hard to really worry about something like that because you're just so locked into getting the job done. But looking back on it, yeah, probably I was probably like, all right, I want to have a foul right here.
Nate, just a couple times in the second half, we saw Al just take off, get to the basket, fell through for alley-oops a couple times. Just how much is it great to play with the synergy of a player like that? Obviously, watching him get to the basket, but also beating you as well.
Yeah, it's great playing with Al. I feel like we all have chemistry, and this is our first year playing together. So, I'm happy that he's really getting adjusted to the program and adjusted to coach and how I play with him. But, I told the guys, let's just sell out. When we were in the huddle, I said, let's just give everything we got. And so, when he was driving, if he missed, I was there to pick it up. I told Noah to crash the glass because he's one of the best rebounders in the Big East. I told Justin to crash, and that's what we did.
Justin, the team went down by 9 points earlier in the second half. What do you feel like changed after that?
Yeah, we came out really sluggish, and I gotta give it to Coach. Coach really got on us, and it was one of the first times he really got on us like that, and it routed us up. It got us going. I think that kind of inspired us, and we kind of took on his mindset because, let's face it, the way we were playing at that half was not good. It wasn't good basketball, and I think the way Coach kind of jumped on us and motivated us to do that was big for us.
Both the players just having AJ back, how much is that big in terms of floor spacing?
Oh, it's huge. I love AJ. I love him as a person. Love him as a player. So I'm very happy to see him back. And Justin, your turn.
Yeah. No, it's great having him back, man. All preseason I was guarding AJ, and we was always making things hard on each other. So it's really fun to have him back in practice because now we get to talking trash and doing what me and him usually do. So it's fun to have him back in practice.
How much does that help you as a defender, maybe guarding a player like that? And then
yeah.
The Champagnes and obviously everyone you've seen this season.
Yeah, no, it helps me a lot. He's definitely one of the best players I think in the Big East as well. Now I kind of got him down to a T because I guarded him so much, so I scouted him. So now I'm good. But no, it's been good to have him back for sure.
Justin, what did you think of the atmosphere for that?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. We really fed off the energy. It was nothing like I ever honestly played with. It was huge. Just feeling that energy, feeling I wasn't sure how much fans were going to get because of the snow, but obviously they were here. So, I really appreciated it so much from all the fans.
And we've spoken about the value of experience before. Durham's 0 for 7, no points. With 12 minutes left, and he finishes with 11, 4 for 5. He's at the line, facilitating. Just what has it meant to add experienced pieces like him and like Minaya?
You look at college basketball right now, there's so many teams, given the COVID year of eligibility, to transfer a portal with eligibility right away. And that's where I think you got to give Shaka a lot of credit, where he was able to get 9 or 10 new players to have that level of synergy. Like, continuously, even some of the games they lost, they're right there. And, you know, if you got an older group that have been through the grind, you know, the SEC, the Big Ten, the Big East, and then you see the emergence of Jared and Ed Croswell, I think we got to get used to seeing just older teams in college basketball, because it's going to be hard for those younger kids to get on the floor, and hopefully they're disciplined enough, you know, quote unquote, wait their turn, if that makes any sense. Because we as coaches are always going to defer to experience, physicality, and understanding. So again, Marquette, very, very good. I mean, they get better as the games go on. We are fortunate to play at home. That's what home court does. You know, you gotta protect home court. They protected theirs like there was no tomorrow when they played the Friars. We were fortunate to win today.
Coach, today was your 100th Big East victory as a head coach. What does it mean to you to have that happen right here at the home court?
Hey, we got number 8. That's just a number again. It goes toward when you're able to get numbers. When you're able to get numbers, I think, again, I can't say it's a credit to your administration. It's a credit to the board. It's a credit to the president, athletic directors. You know, I've had a job. I've had a damn good job, and I work for incredible people. You know, if you're able to get, I didn't even know that. Again, I'm more concerned with the number 8. This is our 8th league. I'm more concerned about winning at home. The fact that the numbers add up, good or bad, it's just you've been at a job for a long enough time. You know, you got to expect to win. You got to expect to be good. You got to expect to be great. Prepare your mind to be great. I'm happy for it. I'll get another ball with a number on it. It'll go on the wall, right? Collect some dust. My wife's not going to want in the house, right? But that's where that is.
And more numbers, 2 wins over ranked teams this week. What does it say about just keeping it going through this stretch you guys have?
We're the luckiest team in America. The luckiest team in America. I just want to keep getting lucky, and let's look forward to the next luck win. That's all I want to do. Keep winning, keep inspiring our men to be great, get them to believe, get them to trust. In that locker room, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love. It's a lot of character. A lot of character in that room. And this is one of the closest, if not the closest team connected I've ever coached, that I've ever been around. You know, and it's a credit to the staff on how we been able to accumulate a bunch of men to have a common goal. And this is hard to do when you have so many new faces. It's very, very demanding and challenging. And I think it's a credit to the maturity of the men in that locker room. A lot of love for those young men in there because they love each other, and they use that word a lot.
What's to say about the maturity of your team and emotional when it's big year to come back? You have the blizzard and then a tough opponent today.
It's funny. I mean, we've Coach Blaney talked to me about this. He goes, "This reminds me of the Villanova game maybe 5 or 6 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. I think we were delayed and we were in the hotel at the Philadelphia airport. Horrendous time in there. But the food was good. We got a couple of Philly cheesesteak, a Wawa cheesesteak, I think we kind of went across and got. He said, I said, wow, it's a good point. Again, our guys already had dialed in, but we can't win like this without the support of the fans. I mean, they were good for 10 or 11 points today. They really were. Really, really good. So congratulations to our men. I appreciate you guys. Go Friars.
Thank you.